crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger honored us for the manner in which they lived their lives. We will never forget them, nor the last time we saw them this morning, as they prepared for their journey and waved goodbye and slipped the surly bonds of earth to touch the face of God.
Those words from President Ronald Reagan comforted a grieving nation 30 years ago today. Many were watching on live television when the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded shortly after takeoff. 7 astronauts died, including a woman that was supposed to be the first teacher in space. As WYMT's Callie Rainey reports, their memory still lives on at Challenger centers across the country, including one right here in eastern Kentucky.
On January 28th of 1986, the Challenger space shuttle lifted off from Cape Canaveral in Florida.
And liftoff.
The first NASA mission that had someone besides an astronaut on board, someone who would be the first teacher in space.
Thousands of teachers who had applied to be this teacher in space. Krista McAuliffe had been chosen from all those teachers that had applied.
Good morning. This is Krista McAuliffe, live from the Challenger.
McAuliffe was going to teach lessons from space.
So this is Commander Dick Scobie, Judy Resnick, Greg Jarvis. This was the teacher in space, Krista McAuliffe, Mike Smith, Ron McNair, and El Onizuka.
72 seconds after the spaceship with this 7-member crew took off, it exploded in the air while millions of children were watching on live television. Just 18 months after the tragedy, the families of the crew members came up with the concept of the Challenger Learning Center.
No one that was watching from here or from anywhere in the world could have imagined that 30 years later that middle school students would be coming to do a simulated space mission from something that happened 30 years ago.
The first one built in a rural area was in Hazard.
I feel a great responsibility and excitement this year that I'm representing my profession.
So in a way, she's still teaching 30 years later. In Perry County, Callie Rainey, WYMT Mountain News.
The Challenger Center of Kentucky opened in Hazard 17 years ago. It's located on the campus of Hazard Community and Technical College. A House committee approved a bill that would offer state economic development incentives to the struggling